Happy New Year and welcome to Community Health Heroes, where we spotlight local leaders and organizations that provide much needed health and wellness resources and information. Our hope is for everyone in our community to strive to live healthier, happier, and longer lives. I'm your host, Leslie Snedowski. Thank you for joining us. UnitedHealthcare Community Plan of Louisiana and the LSU Ag Center recently hosted a 4-H Food Smart Families Nutrition Workshop at the Open Health Care Clinic in Baton Rouge. 4-H Food Smart Families uses teenagers as teachers to provide communities with nutrition, food budgeting and meal preparation programs, engages families through local events, and addresses social determinants of health by providing referrals to food safety net programs and ingredients for healthy dishes. Deborah Jones, a community outreach specialist with UnitedHealthcare Community Plan of Louisiana, and Emily Fontenot with 4-H in Lafayette Parish will join us to tell us about the event and why food and nutrition education is so important right here in Louisiana. The Auctioner Fitness Center in Harahan just celebrated the grand opening of its new Fuel Café and Market. In our Community Health Heroes report, we'll take you there and serve you up some great information about the new cafe's culinary concepts and show you what nutritious delights await you at your next visit. And in the kitchen, we'll showcase a new king cake for Carnival. In our Eat Fit NOLA cooking segment, Ben McLauchlin with Swerve, a natural plant-based sweetener brand based here in New Orleans, and Molly Kimball, the nutrition program manager at Auctioner Fitness Center, will be here to tell us about the new Eat Fit king cake. It's a gluten-free, grain-free, low-carb, and keto-approved king cake with almond flour, coconut flour, Greek yogurt, and the zero-calorie sweetener Swerve. So don't go away. We'll be right back with more Community Health Heroes.
It takes less than 1 minute to find out if you may have prediabetes. You can do it here. But I get it, you're busy, and busy people can't have prediabetes. I read that wrong. They can, okay? Just go to the site.
Welcome back to Community Health Heroes. Did you know that since 2011, UnitedHealthcare has invested nearly $6 million to support 4-H to deliver healthy living programs to more than 400,000 children and families in 17 states, including Louisiana? With us now are Deborah Jones, a community outreach specialist with UnitedHealthcare Community Plan of Louisiana, and Emily Fontenot with 4-H out of Lafayette Parish, with the latest about the 4-H Food Smart Families program. Great to have you both with us today. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for having me.
Deborah, I want to start with you and ask you about the partnership between UnitedHealthcare Community Plan of Louisiana and 4-H.
So as you know, healthy eating is an important part of living a healthy lifestyle. So UnitedHealthcare has partnered with organizations like the 4-H Louisiana program to implement our programs of healthy eating.
Well, Deborah, tell us specifically about the 4-H Food Smart Families program.
Okay, so the 4-H Food Smart Families program addresses hunger and obesity at the local level. And we do this by engaging teens to empower their families and their peers on how to live a healthy lifestyle.
Well, talking about teens, we have one on the couch. Emily, tell us about your involvement with 4-H. Have you been involved for a long time?
I've been involved with 4-H since I was in 4th grade, and I've kind of gotten more involved over the years, especially with the state level, with my involvement with the Food and Fitness Board, which is where Food Smart Families comes into play, as well as in my involvement in my school's option program, which is a program for special needs students where we work with obesity, because coming with special needs, a lot of times that's a struggle for them, and so we do gardens and things like that to incorporate Food Smart Families into their lives as well.
Well, tell us about Food Smart Families. Why do you think that is such an important program?
I think it's an important program because at a young age, a lot of kids or even teens don't know what they need to be eating or how much exercise they should get or how the skills that they need in college even to cook a healthy meal. And with Food Smart Families, we're teaching them that, and it's peers working with others who are the same age as them. And so that way, everyone can take things from each other instead of just working.
And Deborah, how many parishes have you reached out to, and how much has UnitedHealthcare invested?
Well, we've basically engaged almost all the parishes, but currently our programs are operating in Orleans Parish, Lafayette, St. Charles, St. Mary, and a pilot in East Baton Rouge.
Wow. And with that education comes powerful messages. And Emily, I wanted to ask you, in your experience with Food Smart Families, what's the most powerful message you have been able to pass along to your peers and the groups that you speak to?
I think along with UnitedHealthcare helping us out, we've really been able to get onto the level of our peers and put on workshops and things like that and get across the message that you don't necessarily have to be rich to be healthy, which is a common communication, which people think that if you can't afford to buy fresh produce every day, then you can never be healthy. And so we're able to really show them ways that they can incorporate that into their life, especially since health problems are very huge within poverty and things like that. And so we're working with people who may not be as fortunate as others. And so that way we can teach them how to live healthy on a budget.
Deborah, it's really inspirational listening to Emily. Could you tell us about other community-based programs you've reached out to? I mean, there's got to be some challenges finding groups like 4-H and people like Emily to help the program, but there's also has to be a lot of rewards as well, right?
Well, the challenge is not much if you look for win-win relationships with the organizations. So we've engaged churches, some of the federally qualified health centers, and many of the community-based organizations throughout the community. I am so proud of the 4-H program, though, and what they have done. Emily works in the Lafayette Parish, and their program has been so innovative in incorporating a school garden initiative into their Food Smart Families program. And it engages the entire community. And one great program that they do every year that includes the entire community is their cook-off program. I can't pronounce it in French, but it means we cook from the garden. And it involves creating teams of the schools that have the subgrants to bring about, to create a My Plate meal, which Emily introduces to the students at the beginning of the school year. So they create a My Plate meal as a team, and their team is incorporated with the parent or guardian or school representative, a local chef, and also a local elected official. And they create a My Plate meal and present it, and is judged on taste and presentation and how healthy it is. Once that's done, the winner gets to present that to the entire school district later in the year. And that's during the National School Lunch Week. The school nutrition department replicates that in that menu and serves it as a school lunch to the entire school district.
Wow, you can sign me up as a judge for next year. That sounds like fun.
They're very tasteful. They're very tasteful.
Look at that. Emily, in terms of working with other teenagers, spreading all these messages, what does that make you feel like that you've been able to work with UnitedHealthcare and deliver such powerful information to people?
I really enjoy working with others that are my age because I feel like kind of a role model for them, especially because before I was involved with like the Food and Fitness Board or the Options program with their school garden, I didn't really know that much about healthy living or the healthiest foods to eat or My Plate. And so now I'm looking back and it's like I'm teaching myself how I was whenever I was in their shoes. And it's so nice to be able to see them, like their opportunities opening up to a healthier life. And I really enjoy getting that like gratifying feeling from that, especially at the presentations. Like we had the gardening training where we teach them about My Plate, how to use their vegetables and fruits from their gardens to make a healthy meal. And you just get to see all these demonstrations that these other people are putting together over something that you taught them, and that's just really rewarding.
It's got to be. Deborah, if our viewers want to learn more about UnitedHealthcare Community Plan of Louisiana and your relationship with 4-H and your programs, where can they go?
It's easy. You can go to the 4-H website, which is www.4-h.org, and then search for Food Smart Families.
Great. Well, thank you again both for being here. But next time, you're bringing something yummy for us to eat, right? For everybody.
Of course.
Well, thanks again.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
This is what high blood pressure looks like. Talk with your doctor to create a plan that works for you. Go to loweryourhbp.org.
If I would have followed a treatment plan, I would not be in this situation.
Welcome back. Did you know, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the key to achieving and maintaining a healthy weight isn't about short-term dietary changes. It's about a lifestyle that includes healthy eating, regular physical activity, and balancing the number of calories you consume with the number of calories your body uses. At the new Fuel Café and Market, located inside the Ochsner Fitness Center in Harahan, you'll find help maintaining a healthy lifestyle with the delicious and nutritious foods it'll prepare and offer every day. Take a look inside in this Community Health Heroes report. In the heart of Ochsner Fitness Center in Harahan, you'll find the new Fuel Café and Market. Designed to take the guesswork out of dining out healthfully, the Fuel Café and Market serves up a wide variety of breakfast and bakery options, appetizers, salads, sandwiches, hot entrees, sides, smoothies, and desserts, helping consumers make the healthy choice the easy choice.
In general, fitness is changing. Everyone's trying to get a healthier lifestyle. Unfortunately, there's a disconnect between getting in shape and eating healthy and continuously doing that. And EFIT NOLA has been a major part of that in this community, in this area. And we unfortunately have not in the past been a huge flagship market for that and to assist with that change. So we really want to become part of more of the EFIT NOLA organization, as we are dedicated to that one fact: people living a healthier lifestyle and having options. We're not forcing nutrition on anyone, but we are teaching people how to eat properly and giving them the availability and the information to make these choices in their life. And that's what Fuel Cafe and Market really has at its core, is offering healthy options for our members and guests.
Fuel Cafe and Market Manager Richie Bernard said you don't have to be a fitness center member to come inside and enjoy dining at the cafe that caters to busy people on the run who may be tempted to choose faster, unhealthy options driving home after work or after a workout.
The Fuel Cafe and Market makes it so easy for people to just come in and grab what they need. So we have tons of grab and go options here. We've done a good job of labeling the items that are EatFit approved. And we also have done a good job of labeling the items that are our splurge items. So if you want to come in and have that little cheat, we have that for you too. But as far as healthy, we have a large variety from smoothies to salads to hot entrees, even some sandwiches that are EatFit approved. All delicious and nutritious.
EatFit registered dietitian Lauren Hulin said the EatFit items meet the nutrition guidelines of the Ochsner EatFit team and are centered on lean proteins, vegetables, plant-based fats, and whole grains, with no white carbs, minimal added sugar, and animal fats. Ochsner EatFit is a program that encourages local chefs, restaurants, and companies to offer healthy meals for those who want to eat clean, watch their weight, and manage diabetes, blood pressure, and cholesterol. You can look for the EatFit seal on menus at your favorite restaurants and here at the Fuel Cafe and Market.
So the product we have brought in allows us to offer bagels, croissants, different types of breads, different types of meats, sauces that you would normally think are not healthy for you, but that have been mastered by our team and by these companies to really offer you these options. We are restricted to the same protocols that all the different restaurants that offer the EatFit NOLA seal do. And again, not everything we offer here is whole grain or overly nutritious. There still are very many options to splurge with. So we are not telling people how they have to live their life. But what we again are doing is offering healthier options and incorporating the two together.
Two of the healthiest and personally my favorite are we have a quinoa, salmon, and avocado. It's called a protein layer cup that we have right over here. That's absolutely delicious. I get it for lunch almost every day. And then we also have our Green Goddess smoothie. So it's made with cucumbers, avocados, lime, and then it also has a collagen protein. So you get your protein in there, and then that really helps with your joints, your skin, nails, and even gut health. So I get all my vegetables and my drinks and what I'm eating. I think that Oxford Fitness Center really wanted to appeal to everyone. You know, it's a fitness center. A lot of people there working out, and then they got to get back to their everyday lives. So the grab and go section has really kind of helped with, okay, you know, it's quick. They can quickly grab a meal, potentially even eat it in their car. So we're trying to appeal and make room for anyone and everyone to come in, get a healthy meal, whether it's hot or cold.
The free Eat Fit app not only lists the more than 150 restaurant partners in the New Orleans region and the nutrition facts for approved items, but also the wide variety of foods being served at the Fuel Café and Market.
We have a number of different items, anything from grain bowls using quinoa, salmon, chicken proteins, egg proteins. We're using a lot of avocado products. We have products that has been designed to be healthy and with a better shelf life so people can bring it home and not worry about it turning brown on them the next day. We're working with a lot of fresh product that we haven't had a chance to work with in the past. Different vegetables, grains, things that we're putting into the bowls. A lot of wraps and such that, again, are all Eat Fit NOLA approved, proper wheats that are put in there and have greater shelf lives, so our guests don't have to eat everything the day of. They can grab a couple things and then they can go have one for lunch and then have one for lunch the next day. Smaller portions of the proper food will make you feel full longer, and that's what we're all about here.
Your girls have been with you through every moment of your life. And they're still with you right now. But how well do you know them? You don't know my name.
I'm Molly Kimball, registered dietitian and founder of Oxner's Eat Fit NOLA. We've collaborated with more than 100 partners locally to create Eat Fit NOLA, a partnership that highlights the better for you items right there on a restaurant's menu or on grocery store shelves, making it effortless for you to dine at your favorite restaurant or shop your favorite market without ditching your otherwise healthy diet. Every month, Community Health Heroes Show, which is sponsored by the United Health Foundation, will shine a spotlight on an incredible chef to help show you how you can make smarter food choices to live a healthier, happier, and hopefully longer life. In addition to Eat Fit NOLA, you can find our partners such as Eat Fit North Shore, Eat Fit BR, Eat Fit Bayou, and coming soon, Eat Fit Acadiana in a neighborhood near you. So don't go away. Community Health Heroes will be right back.
It's Mardi Gras season, and that means king cake temptations are all around us. But there is one king cake you don't have to feel guilty about indulging in. Here to tell us more about it is Ben McLauchlin with Swerve and registered dietitian and founder of Oxner Eat Fit, Molly Kimball. Thank you both for being here.
Sure.
It's such a wonderful, wonderful treat. How do you even think of creating an Eat Fit king cake?
So, as you know, with Eat Fit, we work with restaurants typically, and we're finding things, nutritious that kind of meet our criteria to go onto the menu. So our goal with Eat Fit is to take the guesswork out of eating healthfully anywhere, anytime, and any season. And so,
which is fantastic.
And so, as we've grown, we've kind of expanded beyond restaurants and what are people eating and consuming that we can kind of work with. So Ben had made this homemade do-it-yourself recipe for a king cake last carnival season.
Yes, I had no idea the gift I was giving Molly.
So I see it and I was like, this is fantastic. Like, this needs to be something available in retail, because while it's a fantastic recipe, not everyone's going to take the time to make it, and a lot of people want to just be able to go buy something. And so that kind of started the process. So Ben and I met with several local bakers, and because Ben was like, I'll support this. Let's just
we'll do whatever we can do to help out. Mine's a little more rustic, whereas the one made, and we'll talk about John Cluda, but one made by Cluda's is a little more traditional as far as a grab and go kind of cake.
So basically, with Swerve, you were able to create a king cake that's with a 0-calorie sweetener, and then you picked up on this saying this would be great to mass produce, and you brought it to several bakeries, and you decided Coluda's would be the best bakery to mass produce this for you?
Right. Well, Coluda's the one who said, I'll give it a go with you, because as you'll see when Ben kind of shows us what's in here, it's a lot of the gluten-free flours, so almond flour. These are things that they don't behave like regular flours do, and so there's a lot of things that are different about working with it. And so, you know, some of the bakers they either tried it and said,
That's true.
or said, I'm not
They were
even
like,
trying
no.
it.
So you're going to be showing us the recipe, and people can actually make this at home. It is a little different than the one in the box, though,
that's
right?
correct.
So, but will you start showing us what to do,
Yeah.
and then Molly, you'll chime in and tell us
Yes.
about the ingredients
Yes.
and
Yeah,
why
we
they're
can
so
talk through.
nutritious?
This will be Molly's favorite part right
Yes.
here. So what we have going on, Leslie, is we've got some almond flour, some coconut flour, some protein powder. We also have a little bit of baking powder and that kind of thing. We have some, what is it, gelatin? Yeah. So gelatin is also in here. That helps to bind, because when you're gluten-free baking sometimes, it's really tough to get a binder.
Sure is.
So that helps out quite a bit. So that's all that fun and excitement. That's what makes it low carb.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't know if I just felt like I was talking a lot.
Keep going.
Okay, good. So that's what makes it low carb and grain free. So you're going to mix that together. You're going to put in some eggs, some sour cream. You can also use some Greek yogurt, which is also in the Coluda's.
Yeah, so the way that we
cake.
say it is that Ben's recipe kind of served as the inspiration. So while Ben's recipe has cream cheese, Coluda Cottage Catering ended up using Greek yogurt. So there's a few slight variations, but all in all, it's a very similar base. Yeah, so.
So
Okay,
after
great.
you put this all together
Yes.
and
Add in our liquids. So that's going to be a little bit of milk with a little bit of water and butter, and you throw that in with some of that sugar and that yeast.
Okay.
Activates the yeast. You throw it in with your dry ingredients. It comes out to this beautiful little ball
Gotcha.
of dough. Very exciting, y'all. So let's get some more parchment. So this is a trick. Molly likes tricks. So I put it on parchment paper so it doesn't get your countertop sticky. Very
Parchment paper
exciting.
is great for the kitchen.
And then you put it on top, and then it doesn't stick to your rolling pin. Here's my rolling pin.
I'll tell you, Molly, it's interesting. We
Replacement.
had Swerve on once before, and it is amazing. You can use it for anything.
Yes, that's the thing, that the fact that you can measure with cup for cup like sugar, and again, it's granular, you can have the powdered sugar style or the brown sugar style, and it's a natural plant-based product, so it's fantastic. I want to jump in really quickly on this. So the steps that you're about to see with Ben, this was the hardest part as we scaled up for the king cake, because John Coluda said, this is great, this looks great, tastes great, but if I'm going to make thousands of these during the height of carnival season, it's got to be something that I can do quickly.
Yes.
So what he did, and the shape of the ones that are in the retailers here is a little bit different. He took a little mini bundt pan, and he put the king cake in the bundt pan, and actually then took the cinnamon and coconut oil like Ben has, but he put that as a little ribbon swirl through it. So the one that's on the plate here is Ben's, and this is the one that's folded and a lot of labor intensive, which is the one that you're
That's
seeing
a polite
today.
way to say it. Labor intensive.
Yeah, and so the biggest challenge for us was not which ingredients do we want to have, because Ben had kind of put all these things together that made this fantastic king cake, but how do you then make it something that can be made faster?
Yes.
But if you're doing it at home, this is a fun
It's
recipe.
fun. You can, if you have kids, you bring them in.
This
Y'all
is
can all
like a
gather
very
around
kid-friendly
and get
recipe
at
to
it.
make.
So we've put 4 ounces of cream cheese on here because you need your cream cheese filling.
Smells great.
But you can really put any filling you want on your king cake, whatever your preference is. So this is some Swerve with a little bit of cinnamon. So we're just going to go wild, and you just kind of cover it as much as you want to. So here's the fun part again with our parchment paper.
Okay.
Is that to fold it, because we need to make a layer, I'm just going to use that parchment paper to fold. So that's pretty exciting to me. I know it doesn't take much to excite me. You could, I'll do this, okay? And you can do a little bit of that. Now, if you had some water, I could actually pinch like you would a normal pie crust. In that same way. And Molly actually makes clay, and we were discussing it's a very, or pottery, and it's a very similar approach,
Right.
water and
dough.
So she was a natural with the dough when we were doing this earlier. Okay, so now we have this beautiful, we're going to roll this out again.
Okay.
You excited?
I'm very excited.
Let's see. Okay.
Molly, while we're rolling this out, tell us a little about the ingredients, so the ones that are, what the substitutions
Yes.
are. Like if you were to make a very high-calorie king cake.
Yeah, so a traditional king cake, white flour, sugar, artificial food dyes, all the colorings in there. So the difference is that this doesn't have white flour. It's made with things like almond flour. Ben's has coconut flour in it. The one that you'll find at Eat Fit retailers here locally in New Orleans has coconut oil, instead of a lot of butter in it. We use Greek yogurt to kind of add that moisture factor. And so it ends up being a product that is grain-free, it's gluten-free, it's low-carb, it's keto. A serving of the one that Ben is doing has about 5 grams net carbs per serving. Ours wins a little bit. It's 4.5, the ones that John Kaluta came out with. But it's at 4.5, 5 grams net carbs for a serving because those flours are used is really unheard of as far as king cake goes.
Yeah, my dad is diabetic, so what I love about it is to give him an option that's not going to spike his blood sugar.
I bet he loves this.
Oh, he does.
Well, people are so used to eating king cakes that they know are bad for them, but it's the season, so it's a wonderful option.
It is a great
Once
option,
you roll it out again, does it look pretty underneath now?
It does. So you see the layers in there, a little layer. I don't know where I was going, but why not go far? So we're good here. So we would just, I'm going to show you a finished product, but you would just make kind of now this would typically be a square. So it's not quite there yet, but it's close enough.
We can use our imagination.
Imaginations are a beautiful thing. But what's so great about this dough is, and again, if you had some water and you could pinch this, is that's where you would take it and then you would make like just your king cake.
So it's just as easy as twirling it around like that?
It is 100%. Again, with that water, you could pinch these sides, keep all that filling in there, and then this would be the finished product.
You want to show her how to glaze?
Let's do it. So we have got some glaze. This is a little bit of Swerve powdered sugar replacement.
Okay.
A little bit of cream cheese, because we like
It's
that
a nice
cream
consistency.
cheese. Now you could use a basting brush on this. It's not as pretty with the spoon, but it still works.
Just as effective.
You're going to cover it up. You actually get a little bit more on it, which some people may like it. And then we are going to get our sprinkles here. Do you want to talk about those?
So I love how vivid these colors are. They are just gorgeous.
Classic Mardi Gras colors. And the nice
Can't
thing
go
is,
wrong with
you
it.
can't make any mistakes.
Exactly. But it's vibrant, it's beautiful.
So I take it you need to put this in some sort of oven for a while?
So let me just tell you, so that's a great question. So you would have taken this one, put it in an oven.
Okay.
I think it's like 25 minutes at 350 or something. This was the cooked one.
I got you. So it's the cooked one, then
That's correct.
then the glaze.
Because we definitely want to show how you would fold it, how you roll out the dough, and then of course how to decorate
So the glaze will melt right into it. Okay, and then it's ready to serve.
Yeah,
It's ready to go.
Could we see a box of the?
However, yes, this is...
It's a cute little box, and you can find these now in more than about a dozen places, right?
Yes, so we'll have the links online that of the retailers, but places like Langenstein's, Zapardo's, Oshner Fitness Center, our Fuel Café at Oshner Fitness Center sells them, Oshner Pharmacy and Wellness, on the North Shore, Earth Savers, also on the South Shore Earth Savers, on the North Shore PJ's at Oshner Covington there.
Tell us how we can find out more about Swerve.
Yeah, if you go to swervesweet.com, there's information about our product. Also, we have probably over 400 recipes on our website. Including the king cake that are tried and true.
And Molly, about EatFit NOLA, can you tell us where people can find out more about that and where to find your king cake?
Yeah, so eatfitnola.com is the website. Our app is, if you search Eat Fit in your app store, you'll pull up our app. And if you go to the eatfitnola.com website, you'll be able to find the link for king cake retailers.
Thank you both so much for coming here right in the middle of Mardi Gras season. This is a wonderful option for people, and good luck with the new product.
Thank you so much.
You.
And we'll have your recipe up on our website at communityhealthheroes.org.
Great, thank you.
We'll be right back.
Opiates has taken everything and everyone I've ever loved away from me. If making my detox public is going to help somebody, I'm all for it.
Thank you for joining us. If you'd like to suggest a health topic, send us information on your health organization's events, or recommend your favorite Eat Fit NOLA restaurants, please visit our Facebook page or email us at communityhealthheroes@gmail.com. If you'd like to learn more about our guests or share segments from our show, check out our website at communityhealthheroes.org, and you can also find our show on YouTube. We hope the information we've provided you about UnitedHealthcare Community Plan of Louisiana and the 4-H Food Smart Families Program, the new Fuel Café and Market at the Oshner Fitness Center in Harahan, and all about the Eat Fit NOLA King Cake made with Swerve will help you and your family live healthier, happier, and longer lives. I'm Leslie Snedowski. Make sure to join us next time for more Community Health Heroes.